Welcome, I am Emir, and let's look back in hindsight. Another day, another video about Windows. And of course, this video is another retrospective on Longhorn/Vista. Yes, Longhorn will never die. You know the saying, what's old is new again? For me, Longhorn will never get old. Why? Because Microsoft had a lot planned for it. That still hasn't come to pass. Meet the Longhorn Days demos. Demos, meaning these are not actual builds you can install, play around for a few minutes, then forget about. Microsoft tried to get the user interface concepts on these demos working on actual builds. But we'll get to that. The Longhorn Days name did not come from Microsoft, but from ReflectiaX, when he uploaded high-resolution screenshots of these demos back in 2009. But, as early as 2003, the public already saw these demos. Remember that PDC 2003 ad with Get This Party Started by Pink? And as early as 2003, maybe, high-quality screenshots were already available online. Hee Sung-hoo, a product designer for the Windows team around 2003, had a website which contained screenshots of the Longhorn Days demos. So what features did Microsoft plan for Longhorn, according to Hee Sung-hoo's site? 1. The sidebar. Of course, this feature made it in Vista. But then, it vanished out of existence. But the sidebar that shipped in Vista never had an autoplay gadget showing the tasks a user could do every time an audio CD is inserted. Finally, move over vinyl. The CD revival is here. Or is it? The sidebar could have also allowed the user to play music, or as I call it, sound trip. Not sure if that's a word, while you work on something else. I don't remember using a media player gadget on the Vista sidebar. But Carl's sidebar had a Windows media player tile. And it was awesome. Still can't get it to work on Windows 10 though. Anyway, even on that tile, I could not change my playlist, nor replace music through the flyout. Had to open Windows Media Player for that. I wish I could do it again. 2. The horizontal preview pane containing links to common tasks. The preview pane should change once you choose something. If you are copying music, the pane could show what song is being copied and the status of copying, instead of it being in a separate window. Note also that the album currently being copied is faded. That's a nice touch. 3. The separate grouping of most recently added albums versus all the music under My Music. 4th, the search box, which Microsoft called the word wheel. I don't know how this does not look like a wheel. And filters for music. You could adjust the view to show music by all albums, all artists, all songs, and most frequently played. As the user types letters in the word wheel, the search results become narrower in real time. These were all WinFS features. What is WinFS? Check out my video about that. Also, see how you could sort songs per artist or per album. The music library in Windows 10 does not list the album contents like that. You'd have to sort them yourself using folders. Or I guess you can have the metadata updated and then sort them through those metadata. and you must choose whether to sort them by album or by artist. Not both. Well, you could do both, but you have to duplicate files. WinFS would have done away with duplicating files. But alas, it was not meant to be. Fifth, filling in the blanks for metadata in your music collection automatically. Straight off the bat in Windows Explorer. No need to open Windows Media Player. Sixth, a view of all albums that sound like the album you selected. The size and distance of the albums in the background from the album in the middle could show how similar or how different the albums are. You could get the similar albums from your music collection or from online. You could save a playlist based on this view. You could adjust the total time, reducing the number of similar albums. This would have been useful when you had a storage device with limited space. You know, no one predicted streaming at that time. Seventh, a rich tooltip could show the album art, artist, album, genre, and play sample clips. In Windows 10, you don't exactly get a tooltip of an album. You get a tooltip of the folder containing the tracks from the album. No album art, no sample clips to play. Eighth, list makers. You can make a playlist using Explorer. No need to open up Windows Media Player. You can make a list of photos to be attached to an email. You can use the sidebar basket to make a list of pictures. You don't need to move or copy all files in one folder or to use a checkbox to select each one of them. Just drag them to the basket. Now Microsoft applied for a patent for the basket and the list maker. But the 2003 application is now abandoned. Yet for some reason, they were allowed to register this 2006 application. I need more research, I guess. Anyway, even if the basket and the list maker are no longer protected by patent, copyright law may still be an obstacle. Microsoft can argue that the UI, user interface, is an artistic work protected by copyright. I'd argue that it is not, but I'll need more research and a separate video for that. There's also fair use, which I have made a series of videos on, but I bet you've never seen that. Also, today I learned that UI elements can be patented. Computer programs cannot be patented, but are protected by copyright. But the user interface of a computer program can be protected by a patent apparently. I want to make a separate video on that. For now, that was your BTIN Balik Tanaw. Those are just some of the many user interface concepts Microsoft wanted to include in Longhorn. Now let's talk about how Microsoft tried to turn these concepts into working features. Welcome to that part of the show I'd like to call dun 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 dun. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? Gray clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. Dun, 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 dun. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? Gray clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. Dun, 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 dun. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? Gray clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. Dun, 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 dun. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? Gray clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. Dun, 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 dun. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? Hey, Microsoft tried. It failed, but it tried. By build 4008, Microsoft stuck with a solid color preview pane. Later on, it tried to make Aurora preview pane, but then the reset happened. Never say die though. Microsoft revisited concepts before. So maybe these concepts will reappear as features in the future. Who knows? What do you think of the Longhorn Days concepts? Do you think they're doable now? Do you want to see a part 2? Let me know by commenting on the YT page of this video. Please like and share this video across social media. Subscribe and ring the bell. Check out my other Balik Tanaw / in Hindsight videos. I've done a lot on Windows. Support the show on PayPal, on Patreon, and on Brave Rewards on Brave Browser. Thank you to my sibling G-G Arts for my avatar. Check out and support her work by clicking the links in the description. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care. Record on Sundays, he said. It will be quiet, he said.